joining us live right here on Tommy TV. We are so glad to have you. We want to welcome you because this is set to be an exciting matchup tonight between the Taylorville Tornadoes and the Rochester Rockets. My name is Anthony Rivecco, and I'm joined tonight by our wonderful analyst, Nalia Polly. Nalia, thank you so much for joining us. How are you this evening?
I'm doing well, Anthony. Thanks for having me again. I'm super excited to be broadcasting live from Rochester High School. The Tornadoes are looking for a big win here tonight as they're currently sitting at 7-3 in their last 10 and would love to continue to use the momentum to keep improving.
Like you said, 7-3 in their last 10. However, this will be a tough matchup. This Rochester opponent is not a small task. They are a heavy force to face up against, and they're 14-6, having most recently lost to Centennial 61-39 on January 25th. However, despite the Rockets having a better record than the Tornadoes have been doing an impressive job lately, sizing up to teams that are statistically stronger than them, using their talent to create plays and bring that momentum.
Yeah, you said it, Anthony. As usual, Drake Howard is leading in the points per game column, currently with 16. Brock Brown is right behind him, though. We've been talking about the freshman phenom all season as he has 13.4 points per game. And as shown, he's not scared to match up to the older talent in these varsity matchups.
And as far as for the Rockets, it'll be number 5, Eli Cox, who the Tornadoes have to watch out for. He's leading the team in points per game, rebounds per game, and blocks per game. So he's only a sophomore, but the 6'5" sophomore has proven himself on this Rochester squad. So we'll see how the Tornadoes plan on shutting him down tonight. Again, thank you all so much for joining us here. Tommy TV's traveled to Rochester for this matchup. We had an awesome setup, awesome time traveling here and getting all of our gear set up and ready for go for this evening. So again, thank you everyone for joining us. It looks like everyone will now prepare to line up for the national anthem. So we will step aside and be back right after that. Again, thank you for tuning in. Anthony Rivecco alongside Nalia Polly. We'll be right back with more. And there you just heard the starting lineups for the Taylorville Tornadoes. Now they will announce Rochester as they come out. Again, thank you all for tuning in live right here on Tommy TV. We saw Nate Swaney walk out along with Eli Cox right there. We'll see who else comes out of the tunnel. Right there, that was Corbin Gregory. We also have Kai Bruce, the senior. And finally, coming out of the tunnel for the Rockets, we have number 33, Tanner Beal. So those are the starting lineups for your team right there. Nate Swaney, Eli Cox, Corbin Gregory, Kai Bruce, and Tanner Beal for Rochester. For the Tornadoes, it's Clark Durbin, Baron Odom, Drake Howard, Malik Pierce, and Brock Brown. Again, thank you for tuning in live right here on Tommy TV. We are excited to be broadcasting live right here from Rochester. Should be a good matchup. Max Preps has it predicted within a point going down to the wires, so we'll see what type of game this turns out to be. Holding it for the Rockets right now is Bruce. Bruce is working against Drake Howard. He'll hand it off to Tanner Beal. Beal is standing at 6'6". Purple Rain has showed out here this evening. They're over on the home crowd side. We'll see what kind of impact they play tonight. Gregory hands it off now into the corner for Swaney. Back up top, the Tornadoes playing some solid defense right now. Kick down low, that's Beal. Beal, the three-point shot is good for Kai Bruce. And Kai Bruce gets the scoring started for Rochester.
Taylorville is currently starting in a man-to-man defense down on the defensive end. So let's see what they can get going on the offensive end over here.
A lot of energy in this building right now. I wish all of you could be here. Drake Howard finds Malik Pierce. Pierce goes up, and his shot falls. So Malik Pierce gets the Tornadoes on the board. Bringing it up the court now for the Rockets is Swaney. Swaney takes a step back. Now finds Gregory. Gregory back to Bruce. Bruce, now Cox. Eli Cox working against Baron Odom. Trying to steal it away is Durbin, and it's stolen away. Brock Brown tips it ahead, and it goes off of Rochester. The Tornadoes will keep it. So a lot of pressure so far, Nalia, and right now the Tornadoes have forced a turnover.
Yeah, it's great to see the Tornadoes playing great defense right now. The Tornadoes are actually looking at a 2-3 zone defense right now, which is something that they are not used to seeing defensively. So this is definitely a learning curve for them as they are playing the Rockets currently.
Malik Pierce with it now. The Rockets trying to get something going on defense. Some solid ball movement from the Tornadoes. Clark Durbin takes a three, and it's good.
Woo!
So Clark
that was
Durbin.
pretty, Clark.
Clark Durbin gives the Tornadoes the lead. And now it's 5-3. The Tornadoes sporting their away purple jerseys with the gold numbers and lettering. The Rockets, as you see, in their home whites this evening. Referees will blow their whistle, and we'll see what the call is. I believe they called a foul. Not sure on who. Head coach Ryan Brown trying to lead his Tornadoes to another victory. They're currently 12-9 on the season, going against the 14-6 Rochester Rockets. Now at the top of the key, Gregory has it now on the far wing. Back to Beal. Beal working down low. Baron Odom providing solid defense. The floater and the bank shot rolls in for Eli Cox. Now down low, Drake Howard. But the referees will call a travel. Drake Howard picked up his dribble, and it will be a turnover for the Tornadoes. All tied up here at 5 early in the first quarter. As we mentioned on previous broadcast, Max Preps gives a prediction on what they think the final score will be, and they have this game set to the Rockets winning 56.9 to 56.2. So we'll see what the final ends up being later, but should be an extremely close game either way. We'll see how it turns out, though. You never know how things like this can swing in high school sports. A jump ball, I believe, will be called, as Drake Howard and a couple of the Tornadoes were fighting on the ground for it. Being helped up there was Tanner Beal, and the Tornadoes will inbound. It's Malik Pierce with it. Only 3 minutes down in this game, and if it continues the way it has been, the energy should grow. Right now, a lot of fans have turned out. Pierce throws it away, and Cox intercepts it. Cox takes it and feeds Gregory down low, and Gregory hits the layup to make it 7-5. Rockets pressing the Tornadoes full court right now. They're able to work around it. Clark Durbin gets it to Howard. Howard gets it stripped away. Nate Swaney ripped it out of his hands. Swaney takes it all the way, tries to dish it off to Gregory, but it will go out of bounds. And it looks like the referees will call it Tornadoes ball.
You know, Anthony, it is extremely loud in here right now.
It is.
And in all honesty, I think we have a bigger Purple Rain section here tonight at Rochester than we ever do at our home court.
Man, I would agree with you. A lot of people here turned out for Purple Rain. It's lovely to see all the Tornadoes faithful making the trip. And again, another turnover from the Tornadoes. That time it was Eli Cox picking it up. Cox will drive down low, but he loses it. Baron Odom dives on the ground. They say that he went out of bounds. And man, that one was close. Looked like his left shoulder blade might just have been on the line, but he gave it his whole effort. And that's something we see a lot out of Baron Odom, Nalia.
Yeah. He is a very scrappy player. He's a very aggressive player, something we need a lot of on the Taylorville end because, as we can see here, we're not as big as Rochester, but we are playing great defense right now.
Cox with it now. Spin move against Odom. Trying to get something to fall, but can't find it. He dishes it off to Gregory. There are 3 Gregory brothers in this game, we might add. Cornell, Cordell, and Corbin, who was a starter. Did you tell what they called there, Nalia? It looks like it might have been a foul.
I couldn't see.
And
Rochester's head coach was in my way of that one.
I think they will call a foul on Malik Pierce right there. So it is the second foul of the quarter.
Shout out to the refs for tonight. We appreciate all that you do for high school sports. You do great.
That left-handed layup is good, and the Rockets extend their lead. Also, a huge shout-out tonight as the Rockets get a turnover going up for it. No good. Tornadoes fight for a rebound. And this is something that we had talked about a little bit pregame, and I know I discussed it with Tanner Smith, but the Tornadoes have to get those defensive rebounds. They can't give Rochester so many second-chance opportunities, or they're going to capitalize on it.
Yep. Timeout currently called. Both teams playing extremely well right now. Taylorville currently down by 4 with 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Also,
a huge shout-out to Alexis Klemola. Always a pleasure to be sitting next to Leroy on radio and calling games. So happy birthday to you. Happy 13th.
Happy birthday. We wish you were here. And if you are, then hey, girl.
Also, it was assistant coach Mike Havera's birthday, I believe, yesterday.
Yeah.
So a lot of birthdays here in this week.
Happy birthday, Mikey. We appreciate you.
So it's 9-5 in favor of the Rockets. The Tornadoes will inbound. Owen Yonker to Brock Brown. Now Clark Durbin. Durbin thinks about a three, doesn't shoot it. Brock Brown, long three-pointer is no good, and it will fall out of bounds. So the Tornadoes weren't able to get anything going on that offensive possession, and will try to make a stop now on defense. Definitely don't want to give the Rockets too much breathing room. If they get ahead by a lot, it can get ugly quick. Good ball movement from the Rockets, and Coach Brown was fired up. He wanted one of his players to be there and block off that pass. Tornadoes crowd getting hyped up. They're making a good defensive stop right now. Eli Cox at the top almost loses his dribble. Fighting forward is Yonker, but the Rockets recover. Gregory into the corner. Now it's Bruce. Bruce back up top to Gregory, and now Cox again. Cox takes the mid-ranger, and it's good. Eli Cox is standing at 6'5" and had a lot of room to shoot over the smaller Tornado. Now it's Owen Yonker trying to find Baron Odom down low, and another turnover. And Coach Brown is not happy right now. Behind the back flip. That's Brooks Gavin. Gavin couldn't make it fall. Drake Howard all alone up ahead is Clark Durbin, and Durbin will hit the lay and is fouled. So Clark Durbin didn't want to risk it on the dunk on that play and ends up getting fouled. He'll have a chance for a three-point play now. So 12-7 in favor of the Rockets. Clark Durbin trying to cut the lead to 4. Everyone quiet besides a few fans, and it rolls in. So Clark Durbin executes on the free throw. Moving ahead quickly is Gregory. Gregory kicks it out. Three-point fake, no. And now it's the other Gregory. This time Cornell. Gregory's three is good. And he responds instantly to that Clark Durbin three-point play. Now it's 15-8. Drake Howard ahead to Durbin. Durbin working down low, trying to find some help. He's trapped. Owen Yonker goes up, and his layup is good. Owen Yonker makes it 15-10. Man, this is an exciting game. Both teams are playing quickly right now. Gregory over to Swaney. Swaney drives. Layup, no good. And a blocking foul is called, and the Tornadoes crowd wanted a charge right there, Nalia.
I don't know. I personally thought he was set. Thought it should have been a charge. Just saying. Personal take there. But we don't have the best angle over here.
We don't. So. We will admit that on that side of the court where the Rochester Rockets are shooting isn't the best angle right now, so we do trust in our referees.
Yes. Full faith.
As we got the better look there a moment ago, and man, I don't know. That one looks pretty clean to me, but I'm no IHSA official. First free throw was up and good. Second was off. A long way to Drake Howard. Howard takes it all the way to the rim, dishes it down low to Baron Odom. First one was no good, but he gets his own rebound and finds the basket. 17-12, still early in the first quarter, or I should say first half. First quarter is winding down, 1:15 to go. Right-handed floater, no good. Drake Howard with a strong rebound, rips it away. He'll drive up the court quickly, taking it all the way to the basket. Layup was no good, and the rebound is Brooks Gavin. Gavin trying to find Gregory ahead, but Gregory loses his handle, and the Tornadoes will recover.
For a second there, I thought Clark might have landed on his ankle wrong or something because, he is limping a little bit. But hopefully he's all right.
Sometimes those awkward falls take a moment to walk off. Like you said, hopefully he's okay. Looks like he's doing all right down low in the paint. Drake Howard. A Rocket tipped it away. So it will remain Tornadoes ball with 53.3 left to go. Coach Brown trying to set up a play, and the inbound is successful to Drake Howard. Owen Yonker now. Clark Durbin. Durbin gets it stripped away, but finds Drake Howard. Howard has a lane to the basket and is fouled on the way up. So they will send the Tornadoes to the free throw line in Drake Howard. Howard had 22 points in that game against Triad. Brock Brown had 53. So it's been so fun to see how those two players can work together, one a senior and the other the freshman.
Yeah, they definitely have a strong bond for that age gap there, but I'm pretty sure that they've both been friends for quite a while. They've worked with each other both on and off the court, so it's great to see them finally playing together this year. Howard
hits 1 for 2. In that Triad game, Drake Howard shot 16 free throws, and he made 13 of them. He's one of the best free throw shooters on the team, and he cuts the lead to 4. So 30 seconds to go. Rockets lose the ball, and the Tornadoes have some momentum. 30 seconds to go, and they'll get an opportunity to make the last shot right here and give themselves some more momentum heading into the second quarter. 17-13, Tornadoes down by 4. Owen Yonker needing some help and ends up throwing it away. Right there to pick it up was Tanner Beal. Beal down low to Gregory. Gregory dishes it off, but he loses his handle.
Man,
Tornadoes fighting for it.
Straight pile up out there.
Looks like a football play out
Yeah,
there when the
for
ball
real.
comes loose.
My goodness.
Man.
Ouch. I hope they're all okay.
Looks like everyone
Holy crap.
gets up okay as we're seeing that replay, and man. The inbound three-pointer is good.
Dang, man.
And Brooks Gavin hits a big three-pointer to extend the lead. 7 seconds to go. Drake Howard. Howard driving, finds Baron Odom. Odom to Yonker, not much time to go. Mid-ranger is no good. So that is how the first quarter will conclude. Tornadoes down 20-13, but not a bad quarter at all. Both teams playing aggressive, but the Tornadoes are right there to match the Rockets. What did you see so far in that one, Nelia, that you liked from the Tornadoes that they need to keep up, and what did you see that they need to improve upon?
I think as far as improving their defense, they're kind of losing their man every now and then, which it happens. You know, you get turned around and it happens. But just keeping with their man, as well as turnovers. Turnovers are killing us right now. I think we saw like 3 in a row come from Taylorville. So just improve upon that, but that's okay. We got a whole nother 3 quarters to go. So, but they're doing well overall. I'll keep preaching that defense wins games, and right now their defense isn't looking horrible. So I think that they'll continue to improve as the game progresses. So.
And the Rockets right now are utilizing that full court press. How on offense do you try and work around that so that you're not getting as many turnovers as the Tornadoes currently have?
It's hard. Pass the ball. Move the ball around. Get them off their feet, which Rochester is a strong team. They're fast, so it might be a little bit more challenging. And like I said, Rochester is sitting in a zone defense right now, which Taylorville is not used to seeing at all. But they're doing a good job. They're scoring, so that's all that matters. We just need to score a little bit more.
Like what you said right there, just keep the aggressiveness up, try to outdo the Rockets, but it's tough. They have a very strong lineup, and we've seen that before. Now a turnover. The Rockets go up. They will wave the shot off and say that the foul was on the floor. So that is the first foul of the quarter for the Tornadoes. It comes 6 seconds in, and checking back into the game is Malik Pierce. So the starting 5 back out there for the Tornadoes. Not a ton of substitutions for either side right now, but we have seen more from the Rockets. Eli Cox, the starter, is still out there. He has the ball right now. He goes up with the left hand, no good. Rebound, Baron Odom. Odom playing a strong center right now. Clark Durbin. Durbin goes up, and that shot was not close, too short. Brooks Gavin hands it off to Gregory. Gregory down low. Baron Odom, though, gets a hand on it and forces a jump ball. Again, in that game versus Triad, Drake Howard had 22, Brock Brown had 23. So an impressive job from both of them to combine and get the Tornadoes a good run in that game. The Rockets now. Gregory has it. Gregory trying to work around. Cox takes a three-pointer, and it's no good. But right there to get the rebound and put it in was Corbin Gregory. So another offensive rebound for the Rockets turned into more points. And they have the first points of the second quarter. Baron Odom with it now. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Brock Brown goes up, and that's money all day for Brock Brown. He usually doesn't miss those within a few feet of the basket. Gregory now takes it all the way to the hoop. It's swatted by Malik Pierce. Both teams arguing that it should be their ball, but it will end up staying with the Rockets. Cornell Gregory will be the one to throw it in. We have all 3 Gregory brothers in the game right now.
That's
Gregory
impressive. That's
to
fun.
Gregory.
That makes it fun.
Back to a different Gregory. Now Eli Cox, Gregory in the corner. His three-pointer, no good, rattles out. Referees will blow their whistle and call an off-the-ball foul on Brooks
we
Gavin.
should call the Gregories Gregory 1, Gregory 2, and Gregory 22.
I wonder if that's how they do it on the team.
I mean, hey.
It would be cool if they were 1, 2, 3.
But no, I think that's awesome. Like, generations playing with each other on the same court, like, that's awesome.
Drake Howard with it for the Tornadoes, looking for some help. Was looking for Cade Beckmeyer, but it was tipped out of bounds by the Rockets. Dangerous pass there, but Drake Howard needed some help. And head coach for the Rockets, Tony Gavin, is fired up right now.
Anthony, I didn't even say. Beckmeyer checked into the game.
Beckmeyer, he is in. Malik Pierce now down
Ooh,
low.
good find.
Drake Howard gets blocked, gets his own rebound, goes up again, can't make it fall again. Won't be able to get his own rebound, though, this time as Eli Cox recovers it. Cox takes a three-pointer, no good off the back iron. Beckmeyer with the rebound. He'll dish it out to Pierce. His last few possessions have been better for the Tornadoes, getting defensive rebounds. That time Malik Pierce couldn't make the layup fall. Man, Brooks Gavin hit the deck hard, and he's mad. I think he's wanted a few calls. That shot falls right there, which extends the lead 24-15. That was Gregory. Corbin Gregory, to be exact. And Drake Howard working against him right now. The Rockets playing hard defense. Cade Beckmeyer, Odom, Howard. Howard's shot is good. And that was a three. Coach Brown wants a timeout.
Boom.
But Drake Howard's three-pointer gets the Tornadoes a little bit further back into this one, 24-18.
Boom goes the dynamite on that one, Anthony. Boom goes the freaking dynamite.
Man, these Tornadoes will not go anywhere. If that's something that we've seen throughout the season,
Yeah.
no matter what happens, not that the lead before that was huge, but they always do a good job of keeping themselves in it. And that Drake Howard three-pointer is one of the reasons why he's such a leader on this team.
Yeah.
To keep the Tornadoes within 6.
They definitely don't give up, and they keep up the fight throughout the whole thing until the end. I mean, we have seen 2 games this year for the Tornadoes that have ended up going into overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't see that very often. But it just
Absolutely.
shows how much grit and drive that they have to pull out the W at the end of the night.
Also, I think it's important to mention one of those games, which was the game against Triad, the Tornadoes lost 89-81. That was in the 80s.
Yeah.
And, man, we don't usually see point totals like that being added up, so you could tell that the scoring was flowing tonight. We'll see if the Tornadoes can get back on that rhythm. The Rockets have it now. It's Swaney. Swaney looking for an outlet. He finds Gregory. Gregory back to Swaney. Long pass across to Gregory. Gregory thinks about a three-pointer, now finds his brother. His brother, Gregory, can't make the three-pointer fall. Coming down with the rebound is Baron Odom. And another defensive rebound. Malik Pierce finds Brock Brown. Brock Brown thinks about a three. Now driving, looking for some help, finds Drake Howard. Howard, another
Deep three.
three-pointer.
Oh.
No good. Man, wanted that one to roll in, but can't have them all. It's Swaney with it now to Gregory. Gregory shoots, wide open, no good. And Brock Brown this time with the rebound. So a lot of three-pointers being chucked up right now in the second quarter. We'll see how that strategy turns out. 4.5 to go in the second. Drake Howard with it now. The Rockets bench trying to give them some life. That one is stripped away by Gregory. He'll take it all the way to the hoop, and that's an easy 2 points. Malik Pierce, open three-pointer is no good, too short. Beckmeyer fights for the rebound, but cannot corral it, and so it'll be Rockets ball.
You know, I think as far as Taylorville's offense goes, that they just need to move the ball around a bit more. I mean, we aren't seeing man defense right now. We are seeing zone. So whenever you move the ball around fast and you move it around more than once or twice, so meaning you pass the ball more than once or twice, you can offset that defense and give time for a Tornado player to get open, which is what we need right now to get a chance to score.
The Rockets trying to get something going into the corner to Cox. Cox kicks it out to Gregory. Gregory's mid-range is good, and that extends the lead to 10 for the Rockets. Drake Howard driving all the way to the hoop, and it falls, but I think they will call it on the floor. We'll see. Did they call that one on the floor? Looks like they did. So instead of an and one play, the Tornadoes will just get to inbound. We'll see if they can make something happen off the opportunity. Brock Brown looking for help, finds Drake Howard. Howard working at the top of the key, finds Baron Odom. Odom kicks it to Pierce. Pierce another three-pointer, and that time is short again. Moving up the court is Cordell Gregory. Gregory, three-pointer is no good. Baron Odom right there to recover it. Drake Howard now gets it to Pierce. Pierce with the reverse lay is no good again. So Malik Pierce having a little bit of a tough time. We'll see if he can connect here on one of these next ones. Gregory, a three-pointer, and that's Cornell Gregory. The Tornadoes unable to respond. They're being outscored 11-5 in the second quarter. And Coach Brown will call a timeout to talk things over and try to stop the bleeding now. It's been a tough few minutes for these Tornadoes.
Yeah. You know, I just think that the Tornadoes need to play more aggressive defense. Their defense is almost like downplaying it right now. I don't know if that's the right wording that I'm trying to look for here, but they're not playing as aggressive as what they were in the beginning, and that's whenever we did have that closer matchup, as well as they aren't passing the ball very much, and we do see some open looks when it comes to cutting in the lane, but our layups aren't falling right now, and that is killing us. We aren't turning the ball over as much, but with those shots not falling, it is costing us.
Yeah, and Rochester has such good ball movement. They're able to find those open looks. We saw Gregory hit for a couple of three-pointers, as well as Corbin, his brother.
Guys.
We have another broken pen over here, by the way.
I broke Anthony's pen again. I'm so sorry. Guys, it's nerve-wracking.
A stressful environment,
yes.
I'll tell you what. Tornadoes trying to get themselves back into this one. They're currently down by 13. Malik Pierce behind the back. He'll take it all the way, finds Baron Odom, and Odom's layup is good.
That's the type of play we're looking for. All right? You dive in, get an easy bucket.
That's exactly what you want to see out of a coach, and Baron Odom takes this one away.
All the way. Man.
Oh, and man, we are going to have to get another look at that one. I don't know if that was just...
He is shaking his head like, not in my house.
My goodness.
Oh, my word.
The three-pointer to respond is well off the mark. And, you know, they say ball don't lie. I don't know if that was an instance of it or not.
Whatever. Yeah, man.
But now it's Owen Yonker. And, man, I cannot wait to get another look at that last play. If we can see it on Tommy TV. Baron Odom went up. I'm not sure if he was trying to dunk it or not. But, man, we could feel the rattle of the backboard from here. And we'll get a great look at it now. Or no. Well, we'll see if we can get that up for you, though. Hey, we're not all perfect here, guys. We're not all perfect.
Yep, I think watching Baron run backwards during the ball is fun enough.
Running backwards is more impressive than dunking it, I'll tell you what.
Oh, good find. Yep,
Malik Pierce, now Baron Odom in the corner.
Pass the ball, boys. Let's pass it.
Brock Brown. Brown goes up. Mid-range, no good.
Oh, my goodness. Owen was floating in the air. Holy cow.
He was high up. Back out to Gregory. Gregory's three, no good, off the mark, and Baron Odom with the rebound. Now long pass ahead to Yonker. Yonker one-on-one with Swaney, but he'll slow things down. Looks for a man to outlet to and finds Malik Pierce. Pierce now into the corner. That three-pointer is good. And who hit that? Was that Brock Brown?
Yeah, that was Brock Brown.
That was Brock Brown. So Brock Brown cuts the lead 31-22 now. 1:40 to go in the first half. And Purple Rain is fired up. Eli Cox goes all the way. No good. Drake Howard the rebound. They're moving quickly. Owen Yonker. Yonker goes up and is good. Owen Yonker.
Smooth. I got faked out by that.
Man. Little shake and bake.
Yeah.
Fake and shake. 31-24 now. The Tornadoes have some momentum. Gregory thinks about a three-pointer. He'll pull up from mid-range, and it's good.
Oh, that whistle is so loud.
Man, what an exciting atmosphere right now here in Rochester. A lot of the Tornadoes fans, as we mentioned, came out tonight. And, man, I still want to get another look at that Baron Odom play if we can go back in the reel and find it because, man, that one was epic. Here it is. We get a look. Oh, my goodness. Eli Cox said, not today.
Can we get a look possibly at Eli Cox walking back, shaking his head? He literally walked back. Like, I thought that was fun. I mean, That was fun to watch. We were sitting right next to it too, guys. So
That's highlight reel stuff right there.
that is for Rochester.
Man. But either way, the Tornadoes have gotten themselves back into this one. They're currently on a 7-2 scoring run against the Rockets. So they definitely still have a lot of time to get themselves back here and possibly tie it up or maybe give themselves the lead. Not a ton of time here left in the second half, but Coach Brown will have some time in the locker room to drop some stuff with his boys. So the Rockets will send out Cornell Gregory along with Corbin Gregory. They'll also send out Tanner Beal, Nate Swaney, and Brooks Gavin. For the Tornadoes, it's Drake Howard, Brock Brown, Baron Odom, Clark Durbin, and Malik Pierce. Drake Howard with a minute to go. Baron Odom thinks about a three but won't take it.
Yes, Baron.
Driving baseline,
Yep.
fakes, goes up, and is fouled. That was a good move there from Baron.
Yep, it was. It was good. You know, that jab and go on the baseline. I mean, I remember doing that when I was back in 7th, 8th grade.
Man.
I didn't do it much in high school, guys.
He also pump faked right under the basket, made a couple defenders go up. Looked like they might have high-fived midair.
Woo!
His first free throw is good.
Real quick, I'd like to give a shout-out to Tanner Smith. He thinks that the boys are going to have to keep number 22 in check, which is Corbin Gregory, which I agree, because Corbin is killing us right now on the perimeter, as well as number 5, Eli Cox, which we have seen a lot coming from him tonight. So thank you, Tanner, for that. We appreciate you.
Under a minute to go here in the second quarter. The long pass over to Gregory, now to his brother. Gregory, back to his brother, now back to Gregory. It's been a lot of Gregory back and forth in this quarter. And now it's Swaney. Swaney with it. And he loses it. Malik Pierce comes away with it. Driving quickly.
Oh, my goodness,
30
he's so
seconds to
fast.
go. Finds Drake Howard. Drake Howard thinks about a three. Back to Durbin. Durbin's three-pointer.
Oh, man,
no
alive.
good. Too short.
It's all right. It's all right. Well, no, one thing that we are seeing right now from the Tornadoes is their speed. We have seen Malik Pierce drive and run as fast as he can, and it's insane. He's speed. I am speed. Like Lightning McQueen.
Like Lightning McQueen. The Rockets will hold for the last shot. Gregory had an opportunity, but instead passes it up. And that is how this one will wind down. Eli Cox puts a couple more points on the board and makes it 35-25 at the end of the second quarter. So the boys will walk right past us and head into the locker room for halftime. Currently, the Rockets are sporting a 10-point lead. It's been an exciting one so far, Nalia.
Yeah.
What have you thought about the game as a whole right now?
Well, obviously we're down, which is okay, because we've seen that fight and that drive come from the Tornadoes where they have come back from deficits even larger than this. So I fully believe that they are capable of coming back this next half. I think that their defense, I think giving them a little breather in halftime is going to help them to bring back the energy on their defensive end. Because, like I said, I'm going to preach, defense is what wins us games. And, talking to Coach Brown a little bit yesterday, he said the same thing. Defense is what's going to have to stop them. And like Tanner said, we're going to have to stop Corbin Gregory as well as Eli Cox because they are the ones who are killing us. And Eli, we've seen that he is a major asset both in the paint and on the perimeter.
And we had players like Corbin Gregory circled on our roster before coming into this one, but seeing them play is just a whole separate thing. So it's been super fun to watch them, super impressive either way. The energy in this building has just been insane. Our Taylorville mayor, Bruce Berry, has made his way out to this one. I saw Principal Matt Hutchison out here as well, a lot of Taylorville parents and a lot of Taylorville friends here in the stands. Looks like we have a dance performance of some sorts now on half court. Again, we're in Rochester, so not sure with all the events, but we'll step aside and give them a few minutes for that, and we'll be right back. Again, thank you for tuning in live on Tommy TV. 35-25. We'll be back with more right after this. And welcome back. Right now I'm joined by Ross Brown. Ross is a student at Taylorville High School. Ross, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing pretty good. Just here watching the game with some friends.
I see that you've made the trip out here. Yeah, absolutely. What did you think of that first half from the Tornadoes?
I think we played our hearts out. I really think we could have improved on some defensive effort. Maybe we definitely could have shot better. We weren't very efficient, but I think we can improve the second half and really go out there and try to win.
And Ross, one more question for you. There's a lot of energy right now in this building. We've seen a lot of Taylorville people make the trip out here to Rochester. What does that energy feel like? I mean, you're over there in the crowd firsthand. How do you think that impacts the game?
I mean, I think it makes it harder on us, but I feel like we have a big crowd here too, so it might make it harder for them. I think it's really even out here, and I think if we play our hearts out, we can definitely come home with a win.
All right, Ross. Well, I know we just grabbed you really quick for that interview, but thank you so much for joining us on Tommy TV. And it's always a pleasure to have students here with us.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, of course. So that was Ross Brown again joining us right there. Always nice to have students along with us, getting to talk to them about what they think of the game and what else. We'll give the headset now back to Nalia. And Nalia, we heard some thoughts there from Ross Brown about what he thinks the Tornadoes can do differently. So we'll see how this third quarter plays out.
I think that the rest of this game is going to be a fun one. I think that there's still a lot of energy left in this gym, and I don't think Taylorville is going to go down without a fight. So I definitely feel like we can make smarter passes, make smarter shot choices. But overall, I think a lot of game left and a lot of good scoring abilities here for the Tornadoes. Oh, man.
This place is right where it left off. The Tornadoes now shooting on the basket furthest from us, and it's Malik Pierce. Pierce looking for some help, drives, kicks to Clark Durbin. Now down low, that pass goes through the hands of a couple players and is recovered by the Rockets. So not necessarily the way you want to start out, but still a lot of time left in this game. That's Swaney with it, who gets it to Cox. Cox finds Kai Bruce. Bruce being guarded by Drake Howard. He'll hand it off to Gregory. Gregory on the near wing here.
Don't let him get too close to that perimeter, or else he's going to shoot it.
Gregory finds Eli Cox. Cox kicks it out. That's Swaney. Swaney, and right now not able to get anything going. As I say that, Cox drives, misses. Brock Brown the rebound. Brown moving with it quickly, gets it over to Drake Howard. Howard will slow down now and get it to Pierce. Pierce drives, finds Brock Brown down low, and his reverse layup is good.
That was a beautiful play on the Taylorville end. We love plays like that.
Brock Brown gets the scoring started for the Tornadoes, 35-27 now. And some good defense. That one stripped away. Brock Brown again gets it over to Baron Odom. Odom thinks twice after he got swatted that last time, and the referees will blow a whistle.
They called a travel on Baron Odom.
Oh, man.
Not sure about that yet again. We don't really have the best angle to, clarify those things for you guys, but we're doing our best down here on our end.
You wonder if that swat from Eli Cox in the second quarter made him think twice about going up instantly for that layup.
I mean, hey, go up strong and get fouled hard. That's all I got to say.
Either way, it is a turnover, and the Rockets have it now. Cox is driving, looking for some help, and gets it out to Bruce. Bruce, now Cox again. Driving, but a foul is called. And this one will be against Baron Odom. So Baron Odom commits the first foul for either side in the third quarter, and the Rockets will inbound. Brock Brown grabs that rebound. And now Drake Howard.
Oh.
Howard to Pierce. Now Howard. Howard threw it off a Rocket. I think he was looking for Baron Odom down low, or maybe Malik Pierce was trying to go through the legs of.
I'm glad you could see that because I cannot. I have a bench of Rockets sitting right in front of me, so I can't see down in that corner very well.
Rockets inbound quickly. Cox takes it all the way, and another foul is called, and man. I don't know.
See, I could see that, guys, and I'm still a little iffy on that one.
So heading to the free throw line to shoot 2 will be Eli Cox.
And they ended up calling that one on Malik Pierce. So that's his 3rd foul of the game.
Purple Rain gets loud, and Cox misses his first free throw.
It's good to see Purple Rain out here tonight on an away court,
Man.
considering there's not ever really anyone to show up on our home court. So,
Second
hey,
free throw is good.
shout out Purple Rain.
36-27.
I broke your pen more, I'm sorry.
That's okay. It happens. Malik Pierce, spin move.
Oh,
Finds Brock Brown, but he got it stripped away from him. That pass ahead to Gregory. And, man, a nice couple of moves there, but it's swatted away.
Brock literally just went up and volleyball spiked that out of his hands. Holy crap.
The Rochester player had no clue that Brock Brown was coming up from behind him.
He said,
Man, well, as we take a...
Let's watch this. See? Volleyball spike.
Boom!
Yep. Let's go.
Sorry.
Boom.
Not today. Maybe tomorrow.
Yep, nope. Maybe tomorrow when we're done playing, you guys.
The inbound nearly goes to the other free throw line. It's Nate Swaney who hands it off to Gregory. Cordell Gregory. Good defense from Drake Howard. He gets it off to his brother. Now Swaney in the corner. Thinks about a 3, but holds up. Gregory. Now to his brother. Back over to Swaney. 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Swaney, that passes down low to Eli Cox. Cox spinning, trying to get something to go, and he can't. Drake Howard right there with the rebound. Drake Howard slows it down and gets it to Durbin. Durbin spins and gets it stolen away by Gregory. Another turnover, and a foul will be called. A reach in from Drake Howard. So just another opportunity that goes down the drain for the Tornadoes. After they got the rebound from the shot missed by Cox, they can't capitalize on the other end. And it'll end up being Rockets ball. As there you see Drake Howard had drawn some contact on the chest. And that's going to get called a foul every time.
Yes, good Oh,
Oh, man. And they call a foul on Baron Odom. Baron Odom is smiling. And I want to see that one too, because, you know, it's a contact sport and it's physical. He might have drawn too much.
Yeah, they were both being really aggressive, but they were both going for that ball, so.
And, man, I just don't know if you can call that on Baron Odom in that situation. When they're clearly fighting for the ball. He might have gotten a piece of him on the shoulder area. But either way, it'll be Rockets ball.
I know.
And now
it just
Corbin
shows
Gregory.
that Baron is playing good defense. Personal opinion there for that.
Gregory with it now. Into the corner. Eli Cox driving, looking for help. Goes up. Can't get the bank shot to fall. Brock Brown with the rebound. And we'll see if the Tornadoes can get something going this time. 36-27. Still a lot of time left in this game. Owen Yonker gets it to Drake Howard. Howard would love to get some momentum going and be the spark that the Tornadoes need to get on a run right now. Drake Howard hands it off to Brown. Brown, and a foul will be called on the Rockets as Drake Howard hit the deck pretty hard as he set a screen for Brock Brown.
Looks like we got a couple substitutions coming in. On the Rochester end, we got number 3, Brooks Gavin, checking back into this game, as well as number 1, Cornell Gregory, one of the 3 Gregory brothers on this team.
Again, thank you all for tuning in live here on Tommy TV this Tuesday evening. Malik Pierce down low to Odom. Odom left hand is good.
Great play, boys.
So the Tornadoes outscoring the Rockets. Only 5 points in total have been scored in this quarter. 4 of them for the Tornadoes. Only 1 coming for the Rockets. That three-pointer is way off the mark. Drake Howard with the rebound. He's working with it quickly. Taking it all the way to the basket. And it falls in.
5-point game, ladies and gents.
And, man, the crowd here is hyped up. The Tornadoes brought the cheerleaders out in Purple Rain, trying to keep this spark going. Cox thinks about a three-pointer, gets it to Gregory. His three-pointer is good. As
he stares down Drake Howard.
Man. It's getting kind of heated out here, I think, Nalia. This Rochester-Taylorville rivalry has been going on for a while, and a travel will be called. And, man, yep, I could see it there as we were watching. It looked like Owen Yonker just picked up his feet a little bit too much, and I think that one was the right call from our official. So, man, just when the Tornadoes cut it down to 5, big three-pointer makes it 8.
We are seeing Taylorville press a bit in this half. I mean, hey, Rochester turned the ball over quite a bit whenever. Well, Taylorville turned the ball over quite a bit when Rochester was pressing us, so let's hope that the same comes out of Taylorville choosing to press Rochester.
Gregory with it, who just hit that big three-pointer, and another foul is called. And they're not letting a whole lot go. Drake Howard has to get in between Pierce and the official as to not get a technical called. And we'll take another look if we can get that last foul on cue. Here we go. The man just, referee's calling a lot here this evening, and sometimes that's just the official's preference based on contact or not.
I'm not really sure how the foul count is 5 for Taylorville and only 1 for Rochester right now, but hey.
Tornadoes drawing a lot of contact, and Purple Rain gets loud to try to distract Gregory at the free throw line. His first is short. Here's a better look at that Malik Pierce foul. And yeah, I mean, I definitely don't think it was later. If anything, it might have been on the reach earlier in that play. But at the time it was called, I don't know. Second free throw is also no good, and Brock Brown comes down with the rebound. Kicks it out to, Maddox Owens has checked into this one. And they've checked out Malik Pierce, and up to go with Maddox Owens.
Malik is currently sitting at 4 fouls, so smart play on Brown's behalf to pull him, as there still is 2.5 minutes left of this third quarter and a whole fourth quarter to go. So, yeah.
A lot of time.
Yep. A lot of game left.
Owens to Odom. Now down low to Yonker. Yonker goes up with the left.
Oh.
No good. That one just routed up, but Owens
board,
there with the rebound. He'll go up and scores. Maddox Owens, the sophomore, connects. Makes it 39-33. And
Maddox Owens might just have the energy that Taylorville needs right now.
Stolen away by Yonker. He'll fight for it. Gets it. Comes away. Goes up.
Oh.
And, man, I don't know if he should have gone with that shot. Kick out to Drake Howard. His three-pointer. No good. Man, the place would have went wild.
Guys, the momentum is moving, though. We are cooking right now.
Down low. Open look is good.
Dagnabbit, I might have jinxed it.
Man, we were so ready for that Drake Howard three-pointer to go in. So ready. And it just couldn't fall. Man, if that three-pointer would have fell, place would have been going crazy. Now Drake Howard trying to get some clarification from the official as another foul was called.
That foul would have been called on Owen Yonker. Yet again, not really sure what happened there, but hey. Clark Durbin checking back into the game for Yonker.
Maddox Owens will head to the bench, but not before getting a huge ovation. And
no, my bad. Yonker's still on the court, guys. My bad.
Things are getting a little bit more heated right now. We're seeing the contact start to be a little bit more physical. Pass down low to Gregory, trying to find Cox. Cox has it, goes up. And 1. And, man, he worked his way around 3 Tornadoes.
I don't even know how that's possible.
Man, just when the Tornadoes were starting to get some momentum, the Rockets respond. And now Eli Cox has a chance at a three-point play and an opportunity to extend the score to 11. Or I should say extend the lead, as he does.
Malik Pierce checking back into this game. That is a risky move coming from Brown over there. Oh, my word.
Man, he's going to let him play until he gets fouled out.
Malik's just got to play smart. I have full confidence that he will.
He has such good ball handles. You don't want to lose a weapon like him in the third quarter. He gets it to Brock Brown. Brock Brown's three rattles out. Rebound, Bruce. He gets it out to Gregory. Gregory moving quickly. Need a stop here. That one is smacked from behind, and Brock Brown gets the rebound. Malik Pierce with it. Under a minute to go here in the third. It's Drake Howard. Howard's left-handed layup is good. Now moving up quickly is Rochester. It's Kai Bruce who gets it to Gregory. Rockets taking their time here with 40 seconds to go. It's Gregory with it now.
Guys, Anthony is so funny. I want you all to know this. Anthony
30
is
seconds.
so funny.
44, and the Rockets are completely fine with holding it until the last shot. Malik Pierce gets within a few feet, trying not to foul. It's Gregory. Gregory driving in, finds into the corner. It's Gavin. Gavin gets it stolen away. It will go out of bounds, and Tornadoes ball. So the Tornadoes will have 9.2 seconds to cut this lead down. Yonker with it, looking for help. Gets it to Howard. Howard takes a three-pointer. It's good! Drake Howard banks in a three-pointer. And now the Tornadoes only down 44 to 38. What a shot from Drake Howard.
Whew. Man.
And man, it's
I have
fired
the
up.
adrenaline pumping right now. What is that song? I'm not going to sing it because we might get, what is it, demonetized?
I don't think if you sing the song, it'll copyright it. So go ahead. If
I'm
you want.
good.
Okay.
I'm good. I'll pass.
Okay. So 44 to 38 right now. We saw some crucial points for Maddox Owens, who plays a lot on JV, also is on the team for varsity, and he came in and provided some crucial minutes, got a few rebounds, and even scored 2 for the Tornadoes. Having players like him is incredible for the Tornadoes, because when you see players like Malik Pierce, who are vital assets to this Tornadoes core lineup, get into foul trouble, you have younger players who can step up and do that role. So it's huge. Here, let's take it. You see that right there. Maddox Owens, pump fake, goes up with the right, banks in the layup. Truly impressive coming from the sophomore. And man, he's another one in the system that'll be fun to see how he develops. So the Tornadoes outscored the Rockets 13-9 in that last quarter. They're going to need 6 more unanswered to tie it up, 7 more to take the lead. 8 more minutes to play. Thank you all for tuning in live on Tommy TV from Rochester, Illinois. Anthony Ravecco alongside Nalia Polly. Inbound from the Rockets and Purple Rain, right back where they left off, clapping it up for the Tornadoes defense. Gregory with it now. Gregory into the corner. Now down low. It's poked away by Perrin Odom. And Perrin Odom is so upset. Man, I need to get a look at that one. It feels like nothing has been going the
right
Tornadoes'
next to it,
way.
and I'm going to be completely honest. I heard only ball. The only other thing that I can think of it to be a foul is if Barron put a little body into him behind.
Oh,
no, that was all ball. Oh,
that's
my
just not a
goodness.
foul. And, you know, it's understandable that
pretty
the
sure
referees
that's
are
what
going
we
to call what
call
they see.
Ball doesn't lie. Pretty sure that play is exactly what we call ball doesn't lie.
Brock Brown inbounds it to Drake Howard. Like you said, ball don't lie.
Yeah.
We love that saying when it's true. Malik Pierce gets it to Drake Howard. Howard mid-range, tries to go up, and is fouled on the floor. So Drake Howard fouled as he tried to go up. And, yeah, that one was pretty clear. Brooks Gavin just fell right into Howard. The inbound is to Howard. He went up and did a Odell Beckham Jr. type catch. Barron Odom, three-pointer,
Oh,
and
my
it's stuck.
Gracious.
That can happen.
Brother just jumped up there and got it out. Okay. Slave.
That's not Tornadoes' ball, is it? Tornadoes get the ball when that happens?
I honestly have no idea.
Man, I'm going to be
Ben
honest.
Walmsley, if you're watching and listening, please clarify.
Brock Brown 3, no good. Malik Pierce tries to get the rebound, but it will He will tip it out of bounds, and the Rockets will keep it. Man, I thought for sure that if a ball got stuck like that, oh, man, I think that should be Tornado's ball. And, man, I'll be honest.
I think I would have called a foul on Malik, maybe, possibly as well on that play.
On a call like that, it's tough. There's split-second decisions, and the officials don't get the replay technology like we have. Gregory with it now. Into the corner to Bruce. Top of the key, now Gregory. Kai Bruce with it. Now a pass that was right to Baron Odom.
Yep.
He was happy to accept it.
I'm also going to note that I'm pretty sure Taylorville has been knocked back into a zone defense, which we haven't seen much from them this year.
Baron Odom's layup is good, and he brings it within 4. 44-40, Rockets holding on to a small lead.
I bet y'all wish you were here right now. And we do too. We wish you were here right now.
I wish every one of you could be in this building with us at this very moment. 6.5 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Tornadoes down by 4. Rockets ball.
When I tell you, it is so loud. It is so loud.
Gregory with it now. 6 and change to go in the last quarter. In the corner, Bruce. Back to Gregory. Rockets trying to get something going. Tornadoes. Good defense. Down low to Eli Cox. Cox goes up against Odom. Nothing there. Brock Brown with the rebound. The Tornadoes with another opportunity. It's Malik Pierce with the ball. He has 4 fouls. Pierce kicks it to Odom. Odom to Howard. Howard back to Pierce. Pierce down low to Odom. Odom finds strike. Howard cutting.
Beautiful
Howard
cut.
goes up. No good.
Might have been a little bit of a body on that one, but hey, we didn't get the call. That's all right. It happens.
5.5 to go. Only 2 points scored so far in this fourth quarter. Rockets trying to answer. Gregory with it. They're letting him shoot, and no good. Brock Brown, another rebound. The freshman coming through.
Holy cow.
And a pass up court is taken away. Another turnover for the Tornadoes. Down low, wide open. The layup from Brooks Gavin. And a timeout will be called. Man, Tornadoes chose not to slow up on that last possession, tried to work the ball up quickly and keep the momentum going, but instead ended up throwing it away. And the Rockets extend their lead back up to 6, but still a lot of time left right now. There you saw that huge bank shot from Drake Howard, that three-pointer earlier. The senior's been trying to get it going. Baron Odom's hit some lays. And man, what an exciting game to be at. The Tornadoes haven't led since it was 5-3 in the first quarter. Ever since then, the Rockets tied it up at 5-5, took the lead, making it 7-5, and have had the lead ever since. The Tornadoes, though, need 6 more to tie, would love to take the lead, but only 5 minutes and 14 to play. We'll see what they can get going. The Rockets will send out Cornell Gregory, Corbin Gregory, Cordell Gregory. They'll also send out Eli Cox and Nate Swaney. For the Tornadoes, it's Brock Brown, Drake Howard, Malik Pierce, Owen Yonker, and Baron Odom. Pierce getting hounded from behind, kicks it out to Yonker. Yonker's three-pointer is no good. Way off the mark, too strong. But Cordell Gregory loses it, and it will be a turnover.
You know, I think Rochester's going to put a target on Malik's back, considering that he does have 4 fouls, and there is a lot of game left. So we just got to watch out for that, and I pray that Malik plays smart.
Baron Odom's floater won't fall. The Tornadoes have to start finding the net soon. There is a lot of time, but the Rockets trying to answer. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, though, Rockets. They get another offensive rebound. Going up, and this time, that one falls. Rockets with an 8-point lead, but going up is Owen Yonker, so it's back to 6. Man, a lot of nerves right now. 4.5 minutes to play. The Tornadoes need some stops, and they need some points. Rochester clinging to a 6-point lead right now. In the corner for Swaney. Swaney looking for some help, gets it to Gregory. Now to his brother, down low to the other Gregory. Floater falls in. And man, the Rockets just not making anything easy. Malik Pierce driving, spinning,
Good
kicking.
kick.
Odom three,
Ooh.
no good. And the Tornadoes unable to answer. 4 minutes to go, down by 8. Trying to cut it closer, but time running low.
You know, zone defense for the Taylorville Tornadoes is not their strong suit, but they are doing well right now. The one thing that I would say to watch out for is Eli Cox slipping below Baron Odom a little bit on the baseline. We saw Gregory drive in, and he could have easily slipped it under to Eli Cox for that play. But he went and he took it in to drive anyway to score those 2 points. So, but
Yeah.
right now, Rochester leading 50-42.
Yeah, and Eli Cox, only a sophomore, by the way. He's tall, 6'5", with muscle, so it's hard when you're going against a guy like that. But he has been substituted out of this game for the moment. Drake Howard being hounded and is fouled. That was Nate Swaney committing the foul. Neither team relatively close to the bonus. That is Rochester's second of the quarter. And the Tornadoes will try to get something going on offense. Feels like they need it right now to give them some momentum. Just as we say that, going up and connecting on the layup is Cornell Gregory, giving the Rockets a 10-point lead. The Tornadoes cut it as close as 4 earlier, and now it's slipping away. Another turnover.
Yeah.
And man, a shot right here. Gregory corrals it. Over to his brother. Now down low, Drake Howard. Gregory. Down low. Gregory gets it to his brother, and the Rockets in no rush. 3 minutes and change left to go in the game. Or in regulation, I should say. Tornadoes down by 10. Gregory with it. And he is fouled by Brock Brown. Looks like that's what Coach Brown was asking for. That one comes in. Gregory, now Swaney, under 3 minutes to go. This shot goes up, could be the dagger.
Woo!
It
Travel
falls. And what was called there? It was
Travel.
hard to tell. Travel. Yep. So the Tornadoes, with time dwindling, it'll be Drake Howard and his crew. Drake Howard finds Baron Odom,
Yes.
and that's a good start.
Good connection.
52-44 now. The Tornadoes need some turnovers and some stops quickly. Drake
50.
Howard swipes it away. Tanner Beal smartly lets it go out of bounds. So they will inbound.
I think Taylorville is officially matching up again in man-to-man defense here with 2.5 minutes, a little over 2.5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter.
That pass goes all the way into the backcourt. Drake Howard hounding Cordell Gregory. Gregory with it, gets it over to his brother. And another foul is called. And time still 2.5 left to go about here in the fourth quarter, but with no shot clocks in play, it gets to a point where the Rockets can hold the ball, pass it around, and take so much time away. 8 points feels like a lot to recover for the Tornadoes right now, just based on the way this game has been going. Feels like every basket they've made has really been earned. Nothing's come super easy. Eli Cox is fouled by Cade Beckmeyer. So pretty soon the Tornadoes will send the Rockets into the bonus, and they will start heading to the free throw line.
I hope we don't get to that point, because Rochester seems to be a pretty good free throw shooting team. But whatever happens, happens.
And it does feel kind of early to be doing that, but when you're down by 8, and it seems like every single shot the Tornadoes have made has been earned or contested or tough in some way, you start to think that maybe now is the time to do it, as you see Coach Brown looking on. So the Rocket they send to the free throw line will be Kai Bruce, and his first one is pure. And I think the Tornadoes know just how close they were in this one. Again, it's not over yet. There is still time, but they're going to have to move quickly, get rebounds, and make a lot of stops, which so far just doesn't feel like everything has been connecting that well for the Tornadoes.
Yeah. Sadly, I agree, but still 2 minutes, roughly 15 seconds left. A lot of game. A lot can happen.
Down by 10, Brock Brown will inbound it to Drake Howard. Howard tries to go through his legs, loses control, and man, that just kind of sums up how this fourth quarter has been going for the most part for the Tornadoes.
Like I said, it happens.
I mean, this
hey.
press defense has just been tough.
There's still hope. Still hope. And yes, I will say Rochester's press has been the thing that has made a difference for them overall over the course of this entire game. Them pressing and putting on the press whenever they took it off, Anthony, for the slight time that they did. That was whenever I think we got the most opportunities to score. And there was a complete different atmosphere when it came to turnovers as well, because with the press on, Taylorville continues to turn the ball over time and time again. And it's just not going well right now. But that's okay. Still a lot of hope left, guys.
This time it will be Eli Cox at the free throw line. His first one is short. A lot of substitutions in for both sides. And the Tornadoes need a rebound here should Eli Cox miss this next free throw. Second one is no good, and right there to collect it is Owen Yonker. Yonker moving quickly. Everyone was screaming wolf. Baron Odom collects it. And a timeout is called by head coach Ryan Brown. Man, it just feels like the pace is moving so quickly, and no one's able to slow it down and get good looks off. Just everyone's trying to move so quickly, and it leads to turnovers, rush shots, and a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And in all honesty, there's not much more to say other than that. I do feel like, 10 points, it's 5 layups. I mean, you could get 5 layups done in 30 seconds if needed. But we got to get the opportunity. And with that press being put on, we're not seeing that opportunity right now. So let's see what Taylorville comes out with after this timeout, as well as Rochester. Let's see what we can get done in these last 2 minutes here.
In the last quarter, when the Tornadoes kept it within 6, they outscored the Rockets 13-9. In this quarter, they're being outscored by the Rockets 10-6. So right there, you can see how this fourth quarter, the Tornadoes came out strong. And typically the fourth quarter can sometimes be difficult for the Tornadoes, but a lot of times it's when they're at their best. And they'll need it right now. As you said, 10 points can come quickly, but they just need to make the opportunities to find those layups or find those open three-pointers and then execute, which is much easier said than done.
Yep, I agree.
Malik Pierce with it, and again gets it stolen away. He recovers his own dribble, though. Driving behind the back, going up, and that layup is no good. Brock Brown almost able to get the rebound, but it'll end up being the Rockets that come away with it. Rockets playing keep away, but a timeout will be called beforehand. Head coach for the Rockets, Tony Gavin, did not want a backcourt violation being called. (54-44). Still time left in this one.
Yep.
But the Tornadoes going to have to pull something special off to give themselves an opportunity to take the lead or potentially send it into overtime. The Rockets currently sitting at 14-6 on the season. The Tornadoes sitting at 12-9. Again, thank you all for spending your Tuesday evening with us. It's a pleasure to be able to broadcast for all of you live from Rochester, Illinois. We love being able to travel and cover road games. It was such an awesome experience doing football broadcasts.
Yep.
We did the volleyball Muhammad Seymour game and now doing some basketball as well.
It's been fun. Thanks for having me again.
Of course. Always a pleasure. Tornadoes will foul Nate Swaney. And as I'm looking down this roster, we see a lot of youth. I see Swaney and Cox are both sophomores. We saw Gregory Corbin Gregory was a junior, but both of his brothers, Cornell and Cordell, were both freshmen.
Yeah.
So
And they are all playing really well tonight.
a lot of promising future for this Rochester Rockets squad.
They're going to be a tough team these next couple years as those Gregory brothers continue to rise up throughout it all.
55-44 now. Drake Howard with a minute and a half to go, down by 12. And is stolen away again. Nate Swaney with it. He gets it over to Gregory. And the Rockets most likely just going to play some keep away with it now as Gregory hit the deck. That looks like it'll probably do it from here. And man, in a game that was so close for the Tornadoes, 44-40 at the start of the first quarter, or I should say after Baron Odom hit a layup at the start of the first quarter. The Tornadoes have been outscored 12-4 since then. A lot of those coming on free throws. It's just been tough.
Yeah.
Tough fourth quarter.
And when you're in such a loud atmosphere coming from both the visitors and the home sections, it gets intense. Like, it really does. And it can play a mental role for all players on the court. So
Drake Howard working quickly. Gets it to Brock Brown. His three-pointer is well off the mark. Rebound will be to Swaney. And we'll see if the Tornadoes continue to foul or just let this one wind down. 52 seconds to go. And the Rockets will pass it around for a while. Both teams know the drill at this point. But certainly a hard-fought game for the Tornadoes. A lot of positives to look for.
Yep.
And we'll see how the Tornadoes progress throughout the season.
We knew going into this game it wasn't going to be easy, especially with Rochester having a solid zone defense, throwing Taylorville for a loop, honestly. Like, they've had to prepare for this game, not knowing what to expect through their zone, but defense wins games, and Rochester definitely won this one defensively.
The next boys game will be a home game on the 31st as they will take on the Charleston Trojans. The Trojans are sitting at 8-13 overall. They're 5th in the Apollo Conference. So catch that game live. That'll be back at Dolph Stanley Court. We'll have all the action for you on Tommy TV. I believe the next girls game is right after that.
Deep three.
The next girls game will be an away game as Malik Pierce
Good job, Malik.
cuts it to 10. And that will wind this one down as Swaney will dribble it out. And that is how this one will conclude. So the Rochester Rockets come away with a win, 59-46. Excuse me, I said cut the lead to 10 earlier, cut the lead to 13. Our final for the evening, 59-46. The Tornadoes in that final quarter were outscored 15-8. And man, after a dominating third quarter, you saw the Tornadoes have some life. But at the end of the day, they just couldn't pull it through.
Yep.
Nalia, thoughts on that game as a whole? What can the Tornadoes use as positives, and what's the overall outcome?
You know, I think the positive coming from this game is the exposure to that zone defense. We haven't seen it a lot, but when we do see that, now we're more aware of it, you know, and they can learn something from that, especially from watching this film, too. Things to work on, I would say turning the ball over. You know, sometimes you can control it better. Other times, you know, some things that just get poked away and it happens. It's bound to happen. It's the game of basketball. But, yeah, they played great overall. I've preached defense wins games, and tonight Rochester's defense outshined ours, and they pulled out the win.
And you definitely can't say that this game was lost due to a lack of effort. The Tornadoes played
not at all.
a hard-fought 4 quarters And, man, you just got to give it to them. It was a well-fought game, and it'll be exciting to see what they do in the future.
Yeah.
As for the next games that we're looking at on our Tommy TV schedule, the boys will play at home again against Charleston on the 31st. That's just a few days away. As far as the girls go, they will have an away game.
And Thursday, wrestling, senior night. Be there. Hey, support our seniors. Class of 2025, baby. Let's go. I am ready to graduate, Anthony. How are you feeling about it?
I'm excited. You know,
Yeah.
it's coming up quickly.
Yeah.
Coming up quickly, for
But yeah,
sure.
tune in to support your Tornado wrestlers. I'm not sure who they're facing in that meet, but it'll be a great time. Tune in.
Yep, absolutely. Again, the girls will play an away game the same day that the boys play their home game against Charleston. So we'll have that boys game home coverage as well. Again, as Lilia mentioned, the wrestling meet. Then the girls will play at home again against Normal University. That should be an exciting matchup as well. Normal University is currently sitting at 7-16, so we'll see how they match up against them. So again, a well-fought game here from the Tornadoes. Final thoughts, Nelia, before we close this one out?
I mean, hey, boys played hard. They always do. So it's a great game to watch. You know, we talked about our seats. They weren't the greatest seats, but hey, we pulled it off. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We appreciate the constant feedback and support that you guys give. It means a lot to us.
Again, thank you all for tuning in. Anthony Revecco alongside Nelia Pauly live from Rochester, Illinois. The final for this evening, 59-46 in favor of the Rochester Rockets. We hope to see you again very soon. Again, thank you for spending your Tuesday evening with us. For all of our crew back in the Taylorville Tommy TV studio, as well as everyone who traveled here with us, camera people, studio operators, Anthony Revecco alongside Nelia Pauly. Again, thank you all for tuning in live on Tommy TV. We hope you all have an amazing rest of your evening and fantastic rest of your week. Thank you for tuning in live on Tommy TV.
You're watching Tommy TV.